Hi, I'm Leah, and this is my channel, Discovering Leah. Welcome. And this is my first vlog post, so I'm very excited. This is something I've wanted to do for a while, but it's just taken me a long time to get around to it, but here we are. So I don't have a specific theme, but all my posts are just going to kind of follow everyday life, what I get up to, what I like, and yeah, that's it. So I thought for this first video, the best way to get to know me is a get to know me tag. I've got some questions here and I'm just going to be answering them. And yeah, so nothing too exciting for this, but first video I thought, let you all know who I am. Question 1, what is your full name? Leonie Williams. Question 2, where do you live? I live in Coventry, well my family all live in Coventry, but I go to Bath for university, or Bath as they say it down there. So where were you born? Coventry. What is your favourite drink? Tea, definitely tea. I have like 6 cups a day. Just can't live without it really. But then, cherry Pepsi Max as well. I love cherry Pepsi Max. And then water. A lot of people say that they don't like water. Like, I don't understand how you can't like it. What is your favourite way to pass time? I mean, I shouldn't spend as much time as I do on these, but like Twitter, Instagram, all kinds of social media. I don't even mean to pass time on them. I think I've been on it for 5 minutes and it's been like 3 hours and well, half the day is gone. But yeah, definitely those. So what is the first book you remember reading? I don't know really. I remember reading a lot when I was younger. But I think the first books I really have memories of like sitting and reading were like Enid Blyton. I've forgotten what it's called, but it was all about like magical fairies and mushrooms and owls. I remember really enjoying them. And then as I got older, it was like Jacqueline Wilson books, Harry Potter, all that sort of stuff. What is the first movie you remember seeing? Oh, I don't actually remember seeing the movie as a child, but I remember I used to love it so much because it was the first musical I ever saw, which was Annie. And I was like already obsessed with the film before I saw it, and I was 3 years old and went to see that, and apparently I was just like singing through the whole show the whole time. Annie is probably like the most prominent musical I remember watching and really loving, but the one I actually remember sitting down and seeing is, I shouldn't have actually been watching this as a child, but Drop Dead Fred. And I know I was young because I actually swapped a Disney movie that I didn't really like, I think it was Penelope, for my auntie's DVD of Drop Dead Fred. And yeah, I just loved it ever since. I think I've got it here somewhere. Yes, my favourite childhood movie, Drop Dead Fred. I haven't watched it in so long, I might watch that later. What is the last book you read? It was Jane Eyre, as it is part of my course. I'm reading it for my English degree. Yeah, like other book-wise, this was more of a personal book. It's called The Witch Doesn't Burn in This One by Amanda Lovelace. But this is the second book in a series. I've got the first one, The Princess Saves Herself, in this one. And yeah, The Witch Doesn't Burn in This One. It's poetry. It's really, I don't know, it's very like contemporary, but it's very cute. I like it a lot. Do I like pets? I do like pets. I don't have one, but I'd like one. I'd like a little, you know, a small fluffy dog that doesn't molt and isn't yappy. I don't know if you can get many of them. If I was to have a pet, that's definitely what I'd have. What is my favourite colour? My favourite colour is probably pink. I mean, not in this room so much, but in my university room, pink and like pastel green, everything. So like pastel colours, kind of like, but then I think when it comes to clothing, I tend to wear like dark, black, things like that. Yeah, my actual like favourite colour to see is pinks, but then when it comes to dressing and like what I wear, then it's definitely like the darker colours. Oh, and yellow, like mustard yellow. I have far too many mustard yellow clothes. It's ridiculous. What is your favourite fairy tale? I think Rapunzel, but maybe because it's one of my favourite Disney like adaptations of a fairy tale. Tangled is one of my favourite Disney movies by far. What is my star sign? I am a Taurus. I check my horoscope daily. Yeah. Do I have a best friend? If so, then who? I've been quite lucky. I have lots of best friends. I'm not even going to go through this, but yeah, I've been quite lucky in the way that I have multiple very close-knit friendship groups. So I've got really close university friends, really close friends from back home, and then also just, you know, those friends that you've had throughout your childhood and throughout your life that I'm also really close with. So yeah, I have quite a few best friends, and I love all my friends, they're all great. What was the first concert you ever attended? It was a Miley Cyrus concert. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's so annoying, yeah, it was a Miley Cyrus concert. I actually thought I had the programme out, but it must be under my bed. Which is annoying, but yeah, I remember being really excited. I loved Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana. Still love her now, she's great. What was my favourite subject in high school? Or secondary school? I don't know. I quite liked every subject, but I think maybe English. I mean, I'm doing English now, so there has to have been something I liked about it. Who is your favourite musician? Oh, I think of all time, definitely Amy Winehouse. I just think her voice, her music, her sound is brilliant. Yeah, I love her. She's great. And then I think kind of now, like my favourite musicians, like of now, Lana Del Rey, Sia. I really like Frank Ocean. Who was your first celebrity crush? Oh. I mean, I probably had crushes on like Zack and Cody. The one that I really, really remember having a massive crush on, and my walls were covered in posters of him, Zac Efron. I mean, High School Musical was one of my favourite things ever, and yeah, I had everything High School Musical. I still have I still have my High School Musical pillow that one of my best friends got me for like 10th birthday. But yeah, who's my favourite actor? I think because I've been watching this recently, but I've just started watching season 5 of Bates Motel because it's been put on Netflix, and Freddie Highmore is a wonderful actor. I think seeing him in things when he was younger and seeing him now, like he can act so many roles, and I just think he's great as Norman Bates. It's captivating. But other favourite actors, I really like Paul Rudd, and I think it's because of the sort of characters he always plays. Like he always plays this really heartwarming, lovable characters, you know, in Clueless, Friends. And then other actors, I think young Leonardo DiCaprio and Jared Leto. I mean, come on. Who is my favourite actress? I really like watching kind of like the old 90s chick flick, well, cult classic kind of movies. And Winona Ryder young Winona Ryder is one of my favourite actresses, I think because she's in most of my favourite films. So like Heathers, Girl Interrupted, Mermaids. Yeah, I really like Winona Ryder. But I also think Emily Blunt is a wonderful actress. I went to see A Quiet Place the other day, and it was absolutely amazing. And the other things that Emily Blunt is in as well, like she doesn't always play the same characters, like she can play so many different characters, and she's just brilliant. Maybe not my all-time favourite actresses, but two people who in this role I just think have been outstanding are Angelina Jolie as Lisa in Girl Interrupted, and Natalie Portman in Black Swan. I just think, I mean, they're two of my favourite films, and their performances in that are just absolutely great. If you could give your younger self any advice, what would it be? I think just don't let things get in the way of what you want. Just you do you. Don't be afraid of what people are going to think. I wouldn't be doing this now if I was afraid of what other people were going to think. You just got to kind of let go of that and just do what you want. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest and 1 being the lowest, rate your fashion sense. Okay, I think my actual fashion sense, I'd give it like an 8, an 8.5, because I love watching, like I can sit there for hours watching runways, and I love like street style of people like Elsa Hosk, Kaya Gerber, Bella Hadid, but I don't always have the means and the ways of producing that style on myself. So I think my actual fashion sense and what I would love to look like is definitely an 8, but the actual things I wear, I'd probably say like 7. I think it's not that bad. Maybe 6.5, 7. I think I dress alright most of the time. What is the first app you check when you wake up in the morning? So either Twitter or Instagram, one of the two. What are your favourite things about yourself? I really like my eyebrows. Like physicality wise, I like my eyebrows. I like that I don't have to do too much to them. They're quite thick. I mean, I have to get them done every now and then, but I mean, I went through some bad eyebrow stages when I was younger. So having these naturally thick eyebrows now that don't need too much work, I am thankful for. But I think, like, personality wise, I really like my adaptability. I like that I can go into situations and I'm not too worried about whether I'm gonna want to talk to people. Like, I love making new friends. I love meeting new people. I am quite a confident person when it comes to meeting people, and I don't really shy away from talking to people. So yeah, I think definitely eyebrows and adaptability. What are your hobbies? So anything musical wise. I love musical theatre. I'm part of Musical Theatre Society. I've been doing musical theatre since I was 7, 8, and then dancing, I've been doing that since I was like 2. And then yeah, I like playing the guitar. I'm always strumming on the guitar, probably annoying everybody like in my house and my flatmates. And I like going to the gym as well. I like doing yoga. I do core stability. I've done some trampoline fitness before, which is really good. Yeah, I do really like keeping fit and just keeping on top of health and fitness and everything. So yeah. Final question. What do I do for a living? So I'm a student. I go to Bath Spa University and I'm doing English literature and creative writing. And yeah, that's it. So that is the end of my Q&A. Thank you for watching. If you want to like and subscribe, please do. Follow my Instagram, Discovering Leah. And it shouldn't be too long before my next video is out.